Welcome to the weird green void wall that is the background for this video today. My name is Soups and I'm gonna knit a sock. I'm working on my 2026 bingo board / my make 9, but it really expanded into 25 tiles for 2026 things I want to make. One of the things on there is a pair of socks with a fleegle heel, which is also toe up. I have made, at this point in 2026, I've made 7 pairs of socks, and I am not gonna make another pair of socks, but all of those socks have been cuff down, and a fleegle heel is toe up. Something about the heel construction, you have to do it toe up. I think the equivalent of a fleegle heel cuff down is called a strong heel, but I wrote fleegle heel on my bingo board, which means I'm gonna do a toe up sock for the first time. So I have, and just to add another level of chaos to this project, I'm also gonna do it in a cotton sock yarn, which I have never worked with. So I have this sock yarn from Cascade. Cascade, what is it? It's their sock splash. It's, I think, 90% cotton, 10% nylon, something like that. So we'll see how that works. Okay, and then surprise, I did cast on for it. The cast on, should I frog this whole thing and restart? So I've already worked on it a little bit, but I think at the very least, I'm gonna frog out this ribbing detail. This is like the top of the foot, and do just stockinette. I think my tension on the ribbing is like, it's gonna be too loose and baggy. And I think I don't know. I think I just want to do stockinette and not a ribbing on the top. So I guess I'm not gonna do that. Just plain stockinette sock, cotton sock, nothing fancy. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I end up, we'll see. So this is how far I am on the project, but like I said, I'm gonna go back down. Also, the toe is so different from, can you see? The toe is so different from any of the socks I've made before. Like the decreases are, well, they're increases because it's in reverse, but they're so rapid at the top. So it made this like really stubby toe shape. I'm trying to decide whether or not the pattern is, I forget the name. I think it's something straightforward, like toe up sock with a fleegle heel. It's free. Here's the name of it and who made it and where you can find it on Ravelry. The link is also in the description. But I'm trying to decide if I follow the pattern verbatim, which I'm already changing because I'm not going to do the ribbing, but I kind of also want to change the increases on the toe, but maybe I'll do what it says for the toe shaping and see how it fits with the heel shaping. I'm just going to do that and do a stockinette sock. So I'm going to rip back there and just redo this in stockinette, and then we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. It's 2 days later. I worked a bunch on this over the last few days. I do think it's better without the ribbing on the top. At least it's easier to work on, which that's fine. I am noticing that my tension on this is really bad. I don't know if it's because it's cotton. I mean, it must be because it's cotton. I feel like my tension is usually fine on making wool socks, but if I'm looking at it, it looks like I'm rowing out, and then I'm literally just doing stockinette in the round. So that's fun. I just started the heel increases today. Oh yeah, let me tell you, I think it's gonna be too big. So I pivoted and I'm gonna make this for my husband instead. Surprise, I just like put it over the end of my foot and it's gonna be too loose. And cotton is gonna stretch out more and does not really gonna bounce back to its original size. From what I've heard, I've not made socks in cotton before. So I asked my husband, would you wear this sock? And he says, yeah. So I'm gonna make that for him now, which does mean a little bit more knitting than I was initially going to do, but that's fine. It's stockinette in the round because I stopped doing the ribbing. So I just started the heel increases here and hopefully it will be the right size at the end. I do have this, wait, let me show you. I finally have reason to use this sock measuring thing that I have because it's toe up. So now I can put this in here. I should really put my little stoppers on the end before I drop all my stitches. But now I can put it in here and be like, oh, it's this long. So, wow, that's exciting. Hopefully it fits him. Like I said, I just started the increases at, I think I went to 8 inches from toe to where I started the increases for the heel. And the heel, because it's a fleegle heel, I think it will be 2 1/4. Oh, I did change. Hopefully I forgot to, well, we'll find out if it fits. If I get past the heel and it doesn't fit him, I'll just frog back before the increases or something. I don't know. I really wasn't thinking about how maybe his heel is longer than mine. I think that for the size I was initially doing, the 56 stitch sock, it said the heel would be 2 1/4 long, 2 1/4 inches. So that's the math that I was using to start the increases now, but I don't know. I don't know how it'll work. We'll find out. We'll find out together because I'll keep you posted. But otherwise, so far, this is so backwards to me because I'm doing increases for the heel, which I guess you do. It just feels really backwards. It feels like I don't know what I'm doing, that's fine. That's fine. For some reason, I'm not worried at all about having to frog or restart parts. I've made my peace with everything that's going to happen. So there you go. Sunday night, May the 3rd, and this is how far we are. Okay, I'm gonna let my husband try on the sock because I'm worried it will not fit. I'm worried it won't fit. I'm getting nervous. I just finished the heel decreases. Well, yeah, I guess heel decreases, the back of the heel, which I'll talk more about in a second after we confirm whether or not I have to frog it out. Okay, this is actually, whoops. Okay, actually, maybe this is fine. So this is the heel back here, and now we're just gonna start working up this way. But how does it feel on you?
Feels great.
It's like
I like the yarn. It's very soft.
Yeah.
A little see-through.
So it's a little stretched out like over the top here, but I know that, wow, that looks like it fits nice.
Perfect.
Wow, okay. Cotton doesn't like spring back into shape the same way wool does, so that's why I was, whatever. That's what, it might just like keep getting, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do a check-in after you've like worn it for a while and see. But otherwise, I feel like that looks pretty solid. This construction like looks like it fits your heel really nicely.
Professional
So,
right there.
okay. All right, I'll keep working on it. We'll see how it fits later. Hello, it's May 8th. I don't know when the last time I updated you was. That doesn't matter. Look what's done. Look at this. Ha-ta-da! The first sock is done. The first fleegle sock with the fleegle heel. The fleegle sock, toe up, done. And the best news of all is that he's tried this on and it fits. Oh my God, thank God. I wanted to say a few things about the heel construction. Number one, I love it. I love it. I don't think I love starting with the toe, so I probably will at some point try the top-down version of this, which is the strong heel, I think. But I really like how this fits, and as you saw in the clip before, I think it fits him really well. So that is awesome. I am just simply tickled that all of that ended up working out, and I think he likes the length of it, so that is amazing. Something that I really, really hated is the stretchy bind off, which is stretchy enough. Like, fair enough, it is stretchy enough. I use the Jenny's Surprisingly Stretchy bind off, which is the one that is recommended in the pattern. I really did not like that bind off. This is a 2x2 rib, so I do have to think of something to do for a stretchy bind off in a 2x2. I really didn't like this one, and I'm kind of sad that I powered through it on this sock 1, which means I'm gonna have to likely do it again on sock 2. Not the end of the world, just something that annoyed me, but I'm trying to try all of the things and all of the techniques to find out what I like the best, you know? So I did find out that I do not like this one the best, but that's okay, good to know. I started on sock 2. I am just now at where I need to increase for the heel. So like halfway done, maybe not quite, maybe like just before halfway done. So I'm working on that. I'm very excited for this. I am excited to gift my husband a pair of socks because I've never made him a pair of socks, and I've made myself about 120 pairs of socks. So this will be great. And he says it's really comfy and he likes it, so that is awesome. Do you like this little stitch marker that I got? I got this at local yarn store day with my purchase of this yarn. They also gave me this little stitch marker. It's so cute. Do I have any notes of other things I was going to tell you? I talked about Jenny's Surprisingly Stretchy bind off. Here's my notes. Jenny's Surprisingly Stretchy bind off, hated it. Fleegle heel construction, super fun. I would definitely do this again if I can find another bind off for the top. Working with the cotton yarn, surprisingly difficult for some reason. That is true. That is surprisingly difficult. I feel like it's much harder for me to just sew out and knit, even though it's just stockinette in the round. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's the cotton. Maybe I've forgotten how to knit. That's kind of how it feels. It just feels like kind of more difficult for me to feel my stitches and identify like where I am and what I'm doing. And it fits the foot. It fits the foot based on my foot measurements that I took. Based on the foot measurements I took of his foot, which it just seems like the math won't work out. Like when you measure for a foot and it's 10 plus inches long, and then you're like, okay, I guess I have to knit a sock almost 10 plus inches long. I think you're supposed to subtract 10% for negative ease so that it's like snug, not stretched out, whatever. But that just seems way too long to knit a sock, especially because I'm knitting a much larger sock size than I normally do, because I normally knit for myself. Whatever. The point is, measuring and following the pattern works, and you get a sock that fits. This is absolutely novel information. I have just finished the heel. Wait, I'm holding it upside down because I'm used to holding for cuff down sock. I've just finished the entire heel for sock number 2. I took a guess where I started today, but I know I wasn't quite done with the increases, and then I did the whole heel turn, and now I'm working on the next part. There are no holes in the corner. That one kind of looked bad. Let's see. Does it? No, that side looks worse. Anyway, there's no corners. I mean, there's no holes in the corner. So that is a big plus for this heel style. I really enjoy that. I love that there's no holes. So I wanted to mention that. I love a heel turn. So that's part of the reason that I like this heel is I just really like doing a heel turn. And this is bigger. This whole thing is a heel turn, which is much bigger than you get when you're doing a heel flap. You get to do it for so long. Wow, amazing. So I really like that. And now I'm just to the part where I work in stockinette until the cuff, oh man, it's so much longer than I remembered it being, till the cuff matches how long I made this one. And then I have to do the 2x2 ribbon, and I have to bind off with Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off, which I'm not looking forward to. But oh well, I've started down this path and I must see it through to the end. Let's see. That's the update. That's the update. But I'm back in smooth sailing. Just stockinette, zoopity zoop. The pattern recommends that you count your rows while you're working these from toe to heel and probably the rest of the way. I didn't count them while I was working, but I did count them afterward. I did 78 rows in between toe increases and heel increases. So I matched that on this, at least I'm pretty sure I did. But I am making these socks in a size 9.5 men's. So that's probably more. If your foot is not that size, you may have to do more or less. But that's what I've done. So I'm going to just go back and keep working on the cuff. The leg until I get to the cuff, and then I have to do my bind off, and then that's it, we're done. I finished the socks last night, and now we're going to let John try them on and see what he thinks, and hopefully we get a very honest opinion from him.
Woo! Look at that. It's like amazing. Wow. It's crazy how we were looking at it, and the foot does look so long.
I know.
But we kept on trying it through, and it fit. So good work on the sizing.
Thanks. Did you know that actually measuring and then following the instructions when you measure gets you the result you want?
Wow.
I know.
That's crazy.
Had no idea.
All right. Do we go for it? It
Yeah.
feels so soft.
Yeah, you like how they feel?
Yes.
All right, no free feet on the internet.
No
so
free feet.
Just imagine him putting socks on.
Thank you.
I know. You have to be respected on this, on this vlog.
Oh, yeah. Look at those.
Okay, nice.
Fit perfectly.
They do look like they fit really well.
Look at the heel.
So this is the fleegle heel. I've never done it before. And is that how far up you wanted it?
I mean, yeah, typically,
Just
as long as they go past the bottom of my pants,
Okay.
that's all I care about.
Nice.
Look at that. Woo!
Here, walk around a little bit in them and see what you think.
Yeah, I mean, they're not shifting at all.
Okay.
You might put on some shoes just to try, or I mean, they're socks, they
I know.
fit nice.
They shouldn't just be
a good pair of socks you don't think about, but they look awesome. So
yeah, they do. I think that heel construction, looks like it fits really nice.
yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how.
It looks so good.
Are they slippery if you walk on the hard floor? Or
I mean, I wouldn't say overtly.
just like normal.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will treasure these socks.
Yay!
Good job.
Thank you. Well, that's it. Those are the fleegle heel.
The fleegle heel, is that the name?
They're fleegle heel socks, toe up design, which was on my bingo board. Oh, I need some.
Another one.
We need some negative space for the bingo board.
Oh.
Fleegle heel done, which I think means I only have a mere 2 more pairs of socks that have tiles on the bingo board.
Heck yeah.
I know. Okay, any final thoughts?
Good work. No, you're crushing it. You're going to have to do a second bingo board. This is ridiculous how much you're going through.
The second half of the year, new bingo board.
Yeah, don't overdo it. Famous last words.
Thanks so much for watching another project vlog. Congratulations on this is the first socks I've gifted you.
Yeah.
So
I love it. Although you've made me some awesome things, so I'm not. My most used one, strangely enough, are in my AirPod cases. But you've also made me like sweaters and all sorts of things, so I'm stylish. No big deal.
Cool. Well, thanks for being a part of my vlog.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.